What's going on? It's your boy Frank Castle, part of ODM, watching Heritage Hip Hop. You already know what it is, man.
Peace, y'all. What's going on? This is Karev from Heritage Hip Hop, and I'm here with family. Like this is my man right here. And for all y'all who don't know our history, y'all were never paying attention.
Love.
Yo, let's tell them what it is, man. I mean, I remember I used to rock out with one of the infamous crews in Jersey, the Goodfellas.
Yeah.
And we had a spot at East Orange Y, and 20 MCs were supposed to show up, but only the hungriest and most ready MC came and ripped it. Tell them who you are.
I go by the name of Frank Castle, part of ODM Music Group, Out the Mud Music Group. It's a bunch of us. Shout out to Shot Cobain, Shice the Ruler, J&L Graphics, Christian Minnels, Grim Syfe, Sam Raw Scheme, Sensei Sam. That's basically Out the Mud Music Group. We represent good music, good hip hop. We got graphic designers, producers, artists. So we just keep working, getting it together, basically.
All right, so let's give them some of your history. Tell them about how long you've been on the mic and what is hip hop to you?
I've been on the mic forever, like taking it serious probably like 2 or 3 years. But even like you said, our history, you set me up with Goodfellas Entertainment. I did that. That was how long was it ago? Like 4 years ago. That was some years ago. So yeah. I've been doing this forever, since I can remember. But actually taking it serious to like 2 or 3 years now. Hip hop is everything to me. You know what I'm saying? It gave me a refuge. It's like an escape. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I feel like doing something crazy or feel like doing something stupid, I could get behind my pen and my pad and you know what I'm saying, direct my energy towards something positive. So hip hop is my life.
You know what's deep about hip hop? Everybody thinks hip hop is just music and beats. Hip hop is also like, it's a way of life, it's a culture, and more than that, it's a lifesaver to a lot of people who deal with real stuff in their lives. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. How's hip hop helped you when you're going through like a real serious issue in your life?
Even when I'm not writing, you know, I could listen to certain things and get through certain moments because certain people write relatable music or things that you can actually, you know, you can actually relate to and get through your situations or your struggles or whatever's going on. Like, even when I'm not writing the music, I can listen to certain things and get me over some times and things like that. So it's therapeutic. It's therapeutic. Yeah, as you see it now, hip hop is everywhere. It's even in the commercials. Sometimes they inappropriated, but it's everywhere. You can't escape it. So it's like to everybody else. Like to everybody else, with the exception of me. You know what I'm saying? It's like to everybody. Including me, I'm sorry.
Growing up in the hip hop though, were you ever in ciphers and in battles, or did you just write to yourself, or was it something that you know you shared with the public?
I started off basically like you know writing, cause coming up my father was big on education and grammar and knowing how to write, so I started up just basically like writing, and then from there I'm putting words together, spitting it for my friends and stuff like that, and then I battled before, but it wasn't really my thing, and got into the whole making songs and things of that nature, and that kind of more fit me, and I went from there. But it started off just basically writing, you know what I'm saying? My father would be like, all right, learn this word, you know what I'm saying? And I would put, me being a rebel, I would put the words in a rap or something like that, and he would hate that. So it started off just, you know, basically vocabulary. And then you get to putting words together, things of that nature, and I started spitting with my friends, and they like, oh, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? You should try it. So.
Yeah, hip hop is deep because a real hip hopper will not only spit the truth, but he'll also spit with a level of clarity and a sense of education. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even people who say like all they do is spit about the trap, you could eloquently make the trap deeper than just a building. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. That's facts. I mean, like I said, it's everywhere. Like it's certain people. Like it's certain people. Like take a redneck for example. I guarantee you is a redneck rapper. He could rap about
It definitely is.
the trailer park.
It definitely
You know what I'm
is.
saying? Or a white guy, he could rap about the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? So it's just basically about what you see and how you convey it. That's all it is.
Well, how about this? I wanted to save this question for a spoken word poet, but there's a movie out right now called Love Over Rhymes. I think it's called. It's Azalea Banks in there. She did an excellent job. It was a great movie.
That's dope.
Pardon me, y'all. I'm always busy. Another artist.
Gotta keep busy, baby.
But Azalea Banks, and the movie was about how rap and poetry are different. Let me ask you a question. As a rapper, how important is it for the words to reach the listener rather than the words to be heard in their listener to the listener?
I mean, you want people to understand the words. You want people to understand. Funny thing, I used to learn, like I said, my father, I actually got into writing through my father, and he used to have me like learn certain words. Like when I used to hear certain words in hip hop, I used to, oh, I don't know that word. Run to the dictionary and be like, oh, why? Now it's a part of my vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? But it's very important for the listener to actually hear the words, because most rappers have a message behind what they're saying. And if you're not listening, you might take that message wrong and do the wrong thing or say the wrong thing or whatever the case may be. So listening is very important. A lot of people don't listen now. They like to listen to drums and just, you know, the hook and everything like that. Like, they don't even want to listen to the rap.
Well, yeah, that's the issue that people have with hip hop right now, is that the newer age rappers, they use their music at 34 megahertz. And 34 megahertz is a distortion sound. It's static.
Right.
But at 33 megahertz is like the love sound. That's how it was told that Michael Jackson made sure he recorded his music in that sound.
Right.
So then the music was clear and you heard his words.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Now it's all about people bouncing their heads and nobody's really listening to the words.
They're gonna give that distortion because they don't, like, they're not talking about nothing. So if you're not talking about nothing, you're gonna have to bring the megahertz down and kind of fool people.
But you know what? I heard MC Lyte in an interview. She said, when you tell an MC you like this song, but you can't tell them the lyrics, and all you said was all I did was listen to the beats. It's like, then what the hell was I writing for?
It's like a slap in the face. Like, like, listen, go back, listen to them words, and then you come back and holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Because you did all this work, all this writing, all of your thought pattern and everything for the song, for you to just listen to the beat and the hook. Like, it don't make no sense.
So then let me ask you this. As a writer, not just an MC, as a writer, what is the process in making the rhyme speak instead of it being heard as words that just sound alike?
Pattern of making a rhyme speak.
Yeah, like, what's the process of making your lyrics come to life rather than your lyrics just sound like words that rhyme on paper?
Like I said, it's mainly about your message and what type of vibe you want to give off every time you get on the mic, or every time you write something. It's mainly about what you want to say. Like, if I'm writing something and something comes to me or I see something, I can actually write it like I'm actually in the element, or I can actually write it like I'm seeing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the best though. When you actually in that, when you actually make people feel how you feel, or make people see what you see, that's the best.